Right. So if you live in the UK, Johnny English, it's a classic. It's took the world by storm. Not really, but it took the UK by storm. Because when I was growing up, I'd watch it with my dad. Absolutely fantastic. I loved it. And then I found out there's a second, third one. I watched them, and my whole family basically loved it. And it's amazing because Rowan Atkinson, he plays a part so well because he doesn't really talk much when he acts. And there's not really much funny parts in the script or anything like that. So it kind of evolves around him, like, doing funny stuff without talking, which, in a sense, you can pass around the whole world and everyone will understand it because there's no actual language barrier really, which is what he does really well. But Johnny English, it's funny because it's Johnny English, It's like him classic from Mr. Bean coming over to Johnny English, and it's about a spy trying to do his best, and then he kind of does stuff by accident, and then it's funny. In the first one, there was a French guy who wanted to take over England and make it into a massive prison, and then he stops the French guy by accidentally swinging into the king's seat and get the crown placed on him. Then he says to the French guy, "Out!" Make him go to jail, or I don't know the exact lines, but it was something along those lines. And that was just the funny part because when he played the wrong DVD in the first one, he was dancing in the shower. It was absolutely hilarious. I mean, the demographic for this is around below 10 years old, or maybe if you push it a bit, it could be 12. But that's if you really push it. I mean, in Britain, there's not really much films or stuff going on around here. And so, what I'm trying to say, there's not much competition, so that's why 3 films came out of this, the Johnny English films. I mean, I absolutely love it. It's a classic. I mean, if you're born up in Britain, and apparently it's quite popular in German as well, because there was literally no language barrier. I mean, there's subtitles, but as you know, the jokes, you don't really need to talk for them, which is, once again, a good thing. And people watch it in the US as well. I mean, it's quite popular around the world. I mean, yeah, it's quite popular around the world, and surprisingly, I would rate it so much higher than Paddington, because Paddington 3 is, I don't know what they've done. They've ruined actually the entire show. I mean, the entire series, but let's not get into that. Johnny English, just normal Johnny English. It's a classic about, I've talked about Johnny English Reborn. It's about him coming back. He's got older, but he's got a different partner this time, and then you get Johnny English Strikes Again, which is funny. It's because he has to it's just funny. Alright. Well, Rowan Atkinson does an amazing job playing these, and the producers, I could tell in this movie, because I've seen a couple bloopers and they look like they've been having fun. So, yeah, it's quite funny. And then, because, as you know, what makes it a good movie or a good series is if they have funny bloopers. Because Tom Holland in Spider-Man, he's he laughs when he makes a mistake, and then the whole crew laughs. And so does Ned. That's how you know they enjoy their job, and therefore the movie is going to be better than someone who doesn't really like their job particularly, who's like, "Oh yeah, can we rerun that?" without laughing at his mistakes or passing it on as a joke, And Rowan Atkinson, he has a amazing humour. He's good at humour, and I saw him talking, and he's good at making faces as well, which is a good thing, because it really carries the movie. And also when he ejects her at the end of the first movie out of the car into a pool. It's just a classic. Uh, Now on for the rating. I would put that I'm gonna go the whole series. Johnny English. It's got to be a 6. I'll tell you why. I'll put it at the 6 because it's a classic, but not much people watch it. You know, not much people find it funny. I mean, it depends on your sense of humor whether it's funny or not. But that's just because of sense of humor. I mean, me, like, I love the movies. I like Johnny English. It's absolute a classic. It's a banger. I love it. Uh, it's it's a 6 out of 10 for me. I mean, it's hitting that. I mean, it was made like there was 7 or 8 years apart each movie, which therefore made the rating go down. Because if there was like 3 or 4 years apart, which means I don't know, they're just taking too long between each movies to make. That's what really bugs out for me, because it did take a long time for them out. It was 2007, 2011, no, it was 2003, 2011, 2018. Those were the dates when they came out in order. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a quick run through of Johnny English. Like and subscribe. Appreciate it.